Hey everybody, it's Noah. Just wanted to let everybody know before we get into this episode that, like the last couple of episodes that we put out, this one does have some stuff that's pretty dark. But this is the darkest that it's going to be for the foreseeable future. Everything else after this episode should be a little less heavy. But just want to give everybody a fair warning. This one does have some content that viewers might find disturbing, but I don't want to make any mountains out of molehills here, so let's get on into it. Here's Riftwalkers.
Having entered Miralag's domain and made their way to a cathedral where they confronted both their own shame and the sin of Miralag, the party devolved into combat as the Sin took refuge inside a decaying, bloated corpse known as Mother. Now, clutching the Sin inside itself, Mother strikes at the party as bound hedonists twist themselves free from their cords and chains, ripping limbs and flesh as they clamber down from the ceiling to join the fight. But all is not lost, as someone else also makes an entrance.
Gracefully floating down from on high, a small man, arms outstretched in a T pose, but his feet perpendicular to the ground, descending as if he were the big man from upstairs. I'm kidding. Actually,
It's like, this cannot be how this begins.
everyone is slightly jarred to see a very, very jittery, a mumbly, and a visibly crazy dwarf fly in. And the only thing that everyone's... What's relative positions here, just real quick?
So we have a large cathedral hall. Near the head of that is sort of this dais and altar and throne where Mother was sitting and where the Sin was atop her. But now the group has sort of coalesced around that point in combat. So everyone's pretty close to Mother and the Sin.
Would Mother be an undead being?
Yes.
Excellent.
She doesn't have a head.
So, jittery guy who's shaking like a crazy man flies overhead, and you see him, he throws down a bottle that smashes at feet and releases this green luminescence that flows to all those around it. Everyone gets 24 HP back.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you, Barty.
And Barty does not gracefully land. He throws that down and smashes. And actually, is the Mother of Sin like humongous? Is like she a large?
Yeah, she's pretty big.
He crashes into her and kind of rolls down off the mass onto the ground.
Ugh.
Gross.
I'm assuming covered in a bunch of necrotic fluids.
Oh, for sure.
Goop and... I didn't have a second thing. I was going to say goop and gander, but that is not... No, that's not anything.
Oh, we're all gandering.
Yeah, oh yeah, he goop and we gandering.
That's one player out of the way. The hedonists that have joined the fight are going next. Remember, there are 12 of them. That's basically 2 for each of you.
I don't care for that.
2 of them will attempt to attack Rolandir. Both of them critically fail and fall prone.
Yay!
2 of them will attempt to attack Bartholomew, who's just made his entrance, and because I think Bartholomew probably falls prone after slipping and sliding off of Mother. However, advantage did not do them very well. The first one misses, and the second one critically fails and also falls prone.
Oh my goodness.
As 2 of them attack Brynir, the first one misses, and the second one hits, dealing 12 damage. With Mick, one of them hits and one of them misses, the hit dealing 5 damage. With Vamok, one of them hits, one of them misses, and the attack deals 8 damage as these cords and chains whip across your flesh. And finally, Val, 1 hits and 1 misses, and this attack deals 3 damage as a hook grazes your arm. And they seem to be ignoring Cad, for sake of simplicity. All right, we have 3 players. We're still in the same initiative order we were in last episode, just with another player at the top and the hedonists.
Can Val go?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action for my illusory Drake to exhale another cone of lightning onto Mother and the Sin, which is an intelligence saving throw. Is she afraid of it?
Yeah, she is.
Then she has disadvantage on that.
Well, that was a 19 and an 18.
18 is my DC, so she'll save, and then she'll take half of 23, whatever that is. What's math? 11, so 12. And then for my action, are these folks who have fallen from the ceiling and attacked all of us, are there 3 of them that are all within 30 feet of each other?
Oh, they're all right where everyone is. They're in the thick of you.
Okay, I will cast Chain Lightning. I'll target for sure the 2 who attacked me, and then the next closest one, so all 3 of them will make dexterity saving throws.
One of them saves, 2 of them do not.
Rad. You love to hear it. Okay, that's 37 lightning damage.
You fry the 2 that are right next to you.
Yes.
Just completely as their already thin corpses molt further and then drop to the ground in steaming husks.
Beautiful. What's sort of the, danger situation? Can I continue to remove myself, further away from Mother? Or, am I gonna just run into more people who might fall from the ceiling and scratch me?
So you're, like I said, you're at the end of this hallway. There's still this, big aisle behind you and all these pews, and above those pews are just dozens more of these hanging figures.
Okay.
Whether or not you'll provoke them, who knows, because it was the sin that called these ones to join the fight.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am, sort of on the edge of these 2 rooms, and keep an eye on both situations. That's it for Val.
All right, who's next?
Brynjar's going to take a swing at the big, massive arm.
Yo, Brynjar.
All right, that is a 26.
That is a hit.
30 damage.
Your axe slices into Mother's arm, creating a huge gash.
And then for the second one, that is a nat 1. So...
You missed the big fat arm.
As you pull back your swing on your second attack, a dark force seeps from the axe into your hands and your soul, and you're compelled to attack who's ever closest to you.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, this axe has different powers than I was told.
It's almost like it's a cursed item.
What?
Well, maybe, just maybe, one of these 12 chain delinquents is the closest thing to Brynjar.
Closest ally.
Oh, that's too bad. Okay, good thing it's not Vamok.
Roll damage on Rolandir.
Oh gosh.
16 damage.
Rolandir takes 16 damage as Brynjar swings his axe around.
Okay, Vamok will go next. Picking up that the mother is the real target here. Vamok's not going to waste any time with these frickin' peons that are attacking him. He'll just have to tank it. But what he will do is he is going to reach back into his mind and remember the times when he was out in the mountains hunting and how he always used to set down traps. And he's going to envision what it looked like when a bear trap or something would close around one of the limbs of the animal and snap the bone and cut deep into it. And he's going to try to create that effect on the big fat arm.
Roll intent.
So he rolled a 54 on his D100 and a 23 on his D20. No, 21.
That was barely a success. But as you see Mother's arm start to kind of bruise and then blacken and then crunch together just below the elbow, it doesn't sever, but you deal 120 points of damage.
Hot diggity
Jeez.
dog.
Nice.
Okay, phantom bear traps, guys. Remember that.
Val makes a mental note.
All right, that was Vamok's turn.
One more player, and then Cad.
Rolandir can go. Having just been forcefully shaken out of whatever stupor he may have slipped into by Brynjar's axe, he too is going to ignore the lying foes who tried to attack him unsuccessfully at his feet, and he is going to double the efforts of his allies by attacking the arm. And for his attack, 29. And you said she was undead?
Yes.
Nice. All right. So reeling back and hacking into this arm that has been apparently broken and bruised, Rolandir strikes in for his first attack, dealing 52 damage.
Your sword cuts deep but does not sever, though you do feel and hear bone snapping beneath your blows.
And he just keeps on going, hacking away with another attack at a 21.
It is hanging on by mere threads of sinew and tendon that is keeping it aloft by the barest of bone and muscle. Is that the end of Rolandir's turn?
That's what he's gonna do.
Cad, assessing the situation, is going to draw the life force out of some of these hedonists that have fallen around you. They are all going to make wisdom saving throws. 6 of them fail out of the 10, leaving only 4 left as those 6 just dry up and crumble to dust. And everyone gains 30 HP.
Amazing.
And that will be the end of Cad's turn.
So Mick is going to go forward and seeing that the arm, if I'm correct, is barely hanging on and is going to attack that vulnerability right there. And so I roll for attack and get 24. Does that hit?
It does.
Awesome. And roll for damage, get 11. So Mick is going to come forward past the hedons near him and just slash into her arm.
With your scimitar, you make one clean cut as it slices through the last of these ligaments and severs the bone as this massive jiggling arm just falls to the ground and rolls down the stairs as you leap deftly atop and over it. Inside Mother, as she kind of reels and then falls back, the infant Sin falls out forward, and its gross elongated form clatters onto the stone floor, quickly curling into a fetal position.
Are the hedonists still attacking?
They seem to also waver and then fall to the ground.
Brynir is going to approach the infant Sin.
As you draw closer to it, at least to your perception, it seems to change. Its skin rejuvenates and regains a healthy glow. It has plump little thighs and cheeks and a tiny tuft of hair upon its head, as it is no longer this disgusting, disproportionate thing that was, but instead a tiny newborn human with squeezed shut eyes and a toothless mouth open in the tiniest of cries.
Don't love the direction this is taken.
Brynir is a bit taken aback by what just happened, and he says, "Wait a moment. What happened to the grotesque monster that we were fighting? This is just a child.
I assure you it is anything but just a child.
Do you not see what I see? How can I take such an innocent life?"
For just a split second, the briefest of moments, there's just a tiny twinge of sadness on Vamok's face, and then nothing. And he says, "This is anything but an innocent child. We must kill it now."
Brynir is stunned. It's not right. No child should have to die.
I think you might be right, Brynir. I am not entirely convinced our fight is still with whatever this is. Can't you feel it? The evil that was there, it's gone.
If you are too foolish to take the life of this monster, then I will do it myself.
And Vamok steps towards the child.
I do not take any pleasure in this, but nor do I feel any guilt for destroying the one responsible for this we see here.
And he reaches down and he places a big old hand.
Vamok, this is not right, and he tries to grab your hand.
Vamok is going to underhand with his other palm use Eldritch Blast to knock Brynir back 10 feet.
Brynir goes flying.
At that, Rolandir is going to rugby tackle Vamok.
Vamok will shoot one at him as well. He gets 3.
We do not have time to waste like this. Let us investigate what it is and make a decision.
Yes, Vamok, stop being rash. This is no time to make a foolish decision.
I don't think Vamok is being rash at all.
As you all are talking, I guess you guys can keep talking. Vamok has zero expression on his face. He's not even looking at you guys. You can't even tell if he's hearing you guys. He's just putting his hand closer, and he finally puts it onto... I hate saying this. He puts it onto this baby's throat. And he's gonna finish the job.
Mick, upon seeing this and knowing that Vamok, nobody's gonna knock any sense into Vamok, turns away as to not see this horrific scene.
Before it gives its last little breath, it opens its eyes as tears stream down its puffy cheeks, and it seems to almost be pleading with you, Vamok, silently, as its face contorts, and then you hear the tiniest little snap as its neck breaks beneath your hands.
This one's enough to get us taken off the air.
Bloody! Oh my gosh.
Does anything happen after that?
The tiny infant fades away as Vamok now sees in his hand this grotesque, elongated form of the infant Sin once more, struggling for breath, clawing at his arms, and then falling still as Mother and the hedonists just disintegrate into ash and sludge. And then the infant Sin follows suit, leaving nothing but a black mark upon your hand and the stone floor beneath your feet.
Let us leave this place.
And then with a crack and a ripple of wind, down the aisle, the pews are blown to the sides, and the roof of the cathedral is ripped asunder. And you see the heavens above you are clouded and black, swirling with dark blue and purple clouds, and ripping the sky with white lightning that illuminates you as a rain begins to fall. At the front of this hall that has now been cleared into a wide room, debris just clattered upon the sides as these pillars that were holding up the roof crash down and are pushed aside by an unseen force. You see a woman walk into the hall. She's wearing a simple black dress of sorts. She looks almost human, but she has kinlish ears. And though her complexion is fair, she also bears the more rugged features of a kin, especially in her eyes. As you see, they are a dark, piercing gray. She stops her stride not too far from you, and looking about it all, she waves her hand as the crumbling cathedral, its walls and its ceiling, seem to stop. Or rather, not stop, but just move at an incredibly slow speed. The crash of stone still echoing around you in slowly more muted tones. The entrances and exits are all firmly blocked, and rock still clatters from above, debris and such, and wood splinters against the floor, but just at a snail's pace now. Even the rain, almost frozen in the air as it splatters down, just one drop by one on the floor and against you. And she looks directly at Vamok, and she says, "Well done. Not everyone could have pulled that off. I don't believe we've ever had the unfortunate pleasure of making an acquaintance before, but I am Natanda."
We have no time for this. Why is Luna not pulling us out?
"Oh, your little godless friend? I'm recanting her as we speak. You won't be able to reach her, but she is quite powerful and persistent, I'll give her that." Now, she walks forward a bit, kind of just kicking at the sludge and ash that's the remains of this infant Sin and Mother and these hedonists. "This mirror lag was a little extreme, even for my tastes. But do you know what it is you've actually done?"
Please then, enlighten us.
"The ethereals were birthed from the void. Whether you believe it were egg or air or who came first, it doesn't really matter. We are all, to some degree, crafted from the void. The humans a little more so than kin. But that's all trivial in the grand scheme of things. Your kind is, frankly, nothing."
And Rolandir, standing up, having been recovering this time from Vamok's Eldritch Blast, faces this figure. Wait, we, Ethereals, we've been the pawns of the Ethereals. Everybody has been the pawns of the Ethereals this whole time. Now, with this done, we're free of them. We're acting of our own accord. Finally. The good of us, the good of Egadon. Why are you even telling us this? Why are you here?
Because you obviously have no idea how the world works, how it stays intact. She twirls and points at Val with a long black finger. Your ilk burn through essence without a care in the world. And then she points to Brynjar. And your race, though deprived, could not sit idly by. No, they had to find a way to reap the world's life as well. And then she takes a step back and snarls at the whole group of you. My siblings, brothers and sisters, keep the balance in check, tending to the wells of the world unseen by mortal eyes. And then she gestures all around. This hall has been, for all intents and purposes, been cleared out. It is now a pretty uniform space. There's no one area of greater or lesser in terms of height or otherwise. All the rubble and what has been pushed to the sides, the roof has been opened, and the doors have been blocked, as I mentioned. And you can see even beyond this domain of Miralag that seems to be fracturing and crumbling outside, being ripped apart and pulled into the air in massive unseen cyclones. And she just laughs. This place, this is not real. It is a manifestation of the weave of essence that permeates the world. You only see what you can understand. And you, insects, understand so little. Valor's realities, even the ethereals. We fade, slowly but surely, sacrificing our gifts of essence to keep this weave intact, to keep Egadon alive and imbued. By destroying the Valor aspects, you sent... And then she just stops, almost laughing, as a tinge of, you might say, madness enters her voice. Why am I wasting my time? You've done things you do not understand, for reasons not your own, for beings who regard you as vermin, less than vermin. At least that last part we agree on. You must be stopped. You are a threat to all good upon this world. You must die. And she waves her arms, and a great crash of stone falls in a circle around you, basically cordoning off this area in a neat arena. And then she removes a black rod of twisting iron from her flowing sleeve. From the end, an array of chain and barbs extend into a terrible whip that she cracks against the ground, leaving visible gashes in the stone. Time to roll initiative.
Frickin' Natanda. Rolander got 16.
Vamok got 14.
Mick got 4.
Brynjar got 22.
Calc 20 for Val.
What'd Barty get?
16.
All right, it will go player, Natanda, 4 players, Cad.
And it's just her at this point, right?
It is just her.
Brynjar will go first. And he says, "What does this woman think that she is?" And then Brynjar readies his axe.
It is Natanda, reality of debauchery and revelry, similar enough to Miralad.
Well, if she stands in our way, she must be done away with. And Brynjar goes to charge. He's going to be using a reckless attack, which gives me advantage, but also gives you advantage, Ryan.
Nice.
19?
That hits.
That'll be 35 damage.
All right. She will take a reaction to have that damage.
And Brynjar's going to slash at her again, this time going for her arm.
Oh.
Nat 20, baby.
Woo!
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, should have saved that reaction.
That's 64 damage.
Ooh, baby.
Hot dog.
Good thing he wasn't attacking Rolandir.
After hitting her across the chest, he's going to try to go for a sweeping strike up the arm and try to immobilize it, dealing 64 damage.
You cause her to stumble back, and she snarls at you as though her quick dodge was able to lessen the blow of your first attack. She didn't expect the second one as your axe rips into her. She seems to bleed, but it's not like what you've seen before. It almost has its own luminescent glow to it, somewhere between pure white and gold as it leaks from her. It doesn't drip to the ground either, it simply floats in the air as if there weren't gravity, though unaffected by this time-slowing effect that is encapsulating the whole world around you.
Val has something that he would like to try. Is it possible for me to put myself within 10 feet of everyone?
I think so, yes.
Ugh, I'm nervous now. We'll see if it works. I'm going to position myself wherever I need to be within 10 feet of everybody, and say to Natanda, you give up your essence to keep the world together? Good, it is no more than you deserve. And I'm going to cast Teleport, and I would like to take everyone with me back to the teleportation circle where Luna is, if I can.
Great, make a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
great! Just what I needed. 18.
You take 24 points of psychic damage,
Cool.
and you gain the stunned condition.
Excellent. I also get a minor wound if you would like to assign me a second one.
That's what I was assuming. So your minor wound is the stunned condition, though you are still conscious.
This is eerily similar to the last time I tried to thwart a very powerful magical entity. That's it for Val.
I mean, do recall that she is actively stopping Luna from taking you out of here.
Which is kind of impressive.
Val is nothing if not the stupidest wizard on the planet.
That tomfoolery.
If it makes you feel any better, Brynjar knowingly attacked a reality with no hesitation, so...
I like that about Brynjar.
Pretty successfully, I might add.
All right, it is Natanda's turn. For her first attack, she will move behind Brynjar and then draw her whip up and down across your back. Once and then twice. First attack is a 22.
All right, that hits.
Second is a 28.
Yep. No, actually, that one misses.
The twist is Brynjar kind of likes it.
Gosh.
Her first attack deals 32 damage, and the second one deals 37 slashing damage.
Cool.
She will then move around 10 feet or so to where Val has been psychically shocked, and she is going to punch you in the gut
I deserve it.
and spit on you.
I don't know if I deserve that.
That's just insulting.
21 is the roll.
Yeah. My AC is 12. I'm a freaking wizard.
Successful punch, but I want to see the roll for the
spit.
Because
And you take 12 damage.
Okay. Is it from the spit or the punch?
The punch. That will be the end of her turn, but she's right in the middle of everyone.
Now seeing Natanda in the midst of the group, Rolandir, having recomposed himself now, just looks at her, and he's envisioning in his mind the place that he went to, that Luna took him when he was speaking to her so long ago, the void, as it were, and he's envisioning as hard as he can, ripping the essence apart that makes up Natanda and returning it to the void. And he just says, if you're so intent on stopping us, you might as well stop yourself first from returning from where you came. And he's going to intent her to the void.
Okay, roll for intent.
It's a 25 for my d20, and my d100 is a 52.
All right, then. Rolandir will take 76 points of psychic damage.
That is so many.
So it's only a major wound.
From this major wound, you will take 12 points of strain.
That is also so many. It's like we're fighting a goddess or something.
She bites her lip as she sneers at you, and it draws this kind of golden white ichor. And she just shakes her head and laughs as she looks at Rolandir and says, "You foolish little boy." Who's next?
Mick will go, mustering the courage within him to attack this intense reality after that insane encounter that we just had. Goes and tries to slash at the arm that Brynjar tried to incapacitate with his scimitar. That is a 21.
That is a hit.
Awesome. And damage for 10. So, so Mick, as I said, comes and advances her and strikes her arm, just barely, I guess, and deals 10 damage. And then I am going to use a bonus action and I'm going to attack again. And let's just go for the same arm. Why not? Right? That is going to be a 29.
That is a hit, obviously.
Yep, I assumed. Yay. And damage will be for 14.
You exchange blows with Natanda as your scimitar and her whip crackle against each other, and both of you land a few hits, one on the other. Though nothing too glaring on your side, you are able to inflict a few good slashes across her body.
Great.
Vumak is going to do something that I don't think he's done since he got turned into a Mazkin. And
Cry.
he hasn't done that since he turned 7 years old. Perhaps earlier. No. He is going to go into his form of dread. So that just gives him a little bit of temp HP. There's some other things that I don't think Natanda's going to worry too much about. But he is going to cast Eldritch Blast 3 times straight at her, 3 bolts, and he's going to try to repel her back 30 feet. And so for all 3 of those, for the attacks, that's 14, 21, and 21.
2 of them hit.
All right, and between the 2 of those, it does 20 damage and will knock her back 20 feet as they slam into her chest or head or legs or whatever. She goes 20 feet back. This is how she makes. All realities make that sound.
Bartholomew, unless Vumak is not done.
Nope, he's done.
A giant bear, about 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder, barrels into her, running from behind.
He's a freaking bear.
It is not a small animal. It easily weighs about 1.5 tons. And will attack her thrice. I got a 24 on the first 2 and a 26 on the next one.
Those hit.
All right, so this bear, upon smashing the Natanda, bites down towards her shoulders and swipes with both of its claws, growling with a thunderous roar, dealing a total of 46 damage between all 3 of them.
As your massive paws smash into her otherwise frail-looking body and pin her to the ground with a huge bite, you draw a good amount of this golden ichor that spews from her, and she actually lets out a small yelp. And then in the next instant, you are blown backward as a wave of force pushes you a good 20 feet off of her and into the group as she stands shakily. Stumbling, she then leaps back. Her frail garments break apart and rearrange into a set of dark leather armor and a thick scarf of writhing black cloth that trails off her body. The tails of her whip evaporate into darkness that swirls around her as the rod elongates into a long ebony bow. A string and arrows materialize from the air as cloudy black manifestations as the darkness once again coalesces. And Natanda glares at you with a dark glint in her eye, notching an arrow.